big black mare is Broa Bryn Ann Willard. I believe she's 12 this year. And she's by...
She is Bernarian Maldwin at Brant, top and bottom.
Okay. Bernarian Maldwin. Yep. Okay, everybody knows who we're talking about because I can't say that.
She is Bernarian Maldwin at Brant, top and bottom.
There we go. And the cute little pony right here. This is Kylie McCarrigan, and she is riding the 2003 Section C mare Tallowarn Legally Blonde, owned by Cindy DeBrino of CD Performance Ponies in Tualatin, and was bred by Peter Dagenais of Canada. In 2012, Kylie showed Blondie in the championships at Welsh shows and participated at the ODS USDF Youth Dressage Camp. This year, Kylie will be showing Blondie at training level. Yay, Blondie. Serpentines and some figure eights. Get our horses thinking about doing their job. All right, so knowing that we're on a little bit of a time schedule here, I'm going to just kind of give you the rundown of what we're hoping to talk about if everybody can settle down a little bit. It's a little exciting with all of these people here. Oops. You can just stay figure eighting where she's not nervous. So what we hope to demonstrate at some point today is sort of the building blocks or the foundation of lower level dressage. Friends is looking rather... So in your program you can see the pyramid of training that we generally refer to in dressage. Oh, Blondie, goodness sakes. And we're going to kind of let you do your own interpretation on that, but know that the purpose of the pyramid of training is that we use a skill set. If you need to go back to walk and do a little leg yielding, just let her settle down. The purpose of the pyramid is to demonstrate or illustrate the way that dressage training is building blocks that fit together each step of the way as the horse develops gymnastically, mentally, and athletically, to go from the basic maneuvers that we see in training. First, you want me to put it on my nose? I don't know, it's going to help. You can't hear it? Okay. So Forenza, when Forenza's ready, Forenza's going to do some 3-loop serpentines, and she's going to try to help you guys see that suppleness that we're looking for, some beginnings of the idea of bend as she settles down. She's clearly moving freely forward. The rhythm is still a little bit in development, but it's much more civilized than yesterday. Very good. And a serpentine when you're ready, Allison. And Forenza and I worked together yesterday to work on that acceptance of the contact with the bit. It's paying off today, huh, Allison? Yeah, nice serpentine. Good for you. Nice and steady. Good for you. A little bit more bending there. We're always looking when the horse is on a bending line that the horse maintains that even C shape through its body. Good for you. Let's do one more serpentine. And Kylie, why don't you follow behind her on a 3-loop serpentine? You know what that is, right? A serpentine? Can you do it? Good girl. Good job, Blondie. Nice bending. At least it's the small one that's going to run me over. Good for you. And now you're noticing that Kylie isn't changing her posting diagonal each time she changes. In dressage, we don't have to do that. In dressage, we want to just maintain our nice, steady, balanced rhythm. Kylie, be careful that your bending right is the same as your bending left, because you're really overachieving at your bending right, and then your bending left, it's a little bit small. So make sure that we bend her left just as much as we bend her right. Can you hear me? Good girl. Let's do that serpentine one more time and show me the same good quality left bend that you're showing me in the right. Good for you. Yeah. So again, good energy forward, good straightness. Show me that left bending, Kylie. Even a little bit more, a little bit more. There you go. And no more right bend than you just bent left. Good job. And left bending. Good for you. Little more left bending. Good for you. Good job. So nice energy there, nice steady connection to the bit, even though that's not a bit that we'd normally use, right? But it's a good bit for Blondie today because she's paying good attention to you. Willow's still settling down. Alicia, when you think about it, think about just doing a little bit more stretchiness, right? Just keep her on the small circle until she settles, a little stretch here. Maybe keep her on a 20-meter circle or maybe even a 15-meter circle. Tall body. Need a little bit quietness in your body, a little quietness in your mind. Good. Willow's definitely got the forward energy down. Now we just need a little more relaxation. Use your half halts. Don't just let her spin out. Good for you. Good for you. And then to avoid happy laps and to keep her focused on you, you can do those small figures of 8 until she settles down. And then we'll just take our time. Figures of 8, not going straight. When she's a little nervous, we don't want to go straight too long because then she builds her energy up. Good for you. Nice work. That's getting better. Alicia, give her a little pat. Tell her she's a good girl. Keep that stretchiness. Keep her on that figure of 8. So the training level work is designed to use nice, large, sweeping figures where the horse can just move in a nice forward way. Doesn't have to show any collection at this level. Not expected to, nor encouraged to show any collection at this level. Forenza is doing a good job sort of starting to think about the first level concepts of a little bit more engagement, right? She's a lot more through her back today than she was yesterday. Well, maybe not just there. She's showing a lot better balance that she showed yesterday, where she's keeping her forehand nice and light, because you're doing a better job with that, keeping that hind leg underneath her instead of letting her get sort of flat and running on her forehand, right? And a way that we might practice that is on the circle, let's collect that trot back a little bit, think a little bit small trot, rebalance back onto her hind leg. Good girl. Remember we called that creepy trot yesterday, right? And then a little bit forward again. But as you go forward, you only go forward enough that she doesn't lose her balance. You just keep challenging that. You load the spring, and then you let the spring forward. Good for you. So you're going to keep doing that for a few minutes. You're going to bring that back almost to the creepy trot that we talked about yesterday, right? All right. Kylie, come here. Oh, much better, Alicia. And Alicia, you might be checking in with some trot walks, which is what Kylie and I are going to work on. Kylie, I want you to show some trot walks where you work on keeping her connected and balanced, and then back up to trot nice and smooth. Can you do it? Okay, off you go. Why don't you do it on the circle at B here? Nice big 20-meter circle at B or E. They're both the same. When you're ready. Good girl. And when we get to the B, I want you to use your planning ahead skills to go ahead and find that walk transition. Prepare for walk, tall body, leg on, good promptness, and back to trot. Good for you. A little bit, not so much that right bending. You're an overachiever with your right bend. Make your left rein a little bit more the same as your right rein. That's the girl. And at E or B, another walk transition. That's better organized, leg to hand, good. So as we're moving from training level to first level, what we want to see is that engagement of these transitions, even though we're only doing a trot to walk today, right, Kylie? We're trying to already make the balance better, because really those transitions are the piece of the puzzle that eventually creates collection. If the transitions happen with the horse tucking its croup down and using its hind legs for power into the downward, then do you have that power when you go forward to trot again? It's right there, isn't it? Right? Back to trot. Good for you. Good for you. Nicely done. Kylie, do you think that Blondie's ready to do some cantering? Okay, why don't you do a half circle in reverse, and let's do it on the other rein. Yep, just go the other way. Good girl. Check your posting, Kylie. Good girl. Ready for a canter? So don't, oh, okay. So, Kylie, did you really prepare her very well for that canter departe? Did you get a little bit excited and just hi-ho silver? That was a little bit of a hi-ho silver. So when we're talking about our training level and first level work, we want to see some preparation in her balance, right? So some half halts there from your inside leg to your outside rein, checking to make sure that she's bending and balanced. And then let's do it right here at E, right in front of the camera. Preparation, she's ready, and canter. Whoops, that one didn't pan out. Let's try that again. You might need to shorten your left rein just a little tiny bit. Good girl. Better preparation. Now here it comes. Think about it. And there's the girl. That one was much better than the first two, huh? Good for you. Thinking about that bend, thinking about the accuracy of your 20-meter circle, because that helps keep your horse better balanced if you're an accurate steerer. And prepare your trot transition and a trot transition. Tall body. Good for you. And we like that she landed in a nice forward trot, stayed connected to the bridle, right? Let's give Blondie a little walk break and praise her. Good for you. Forenza, you want to do some cantering? I don't remember which way was the good way. Yeah. Isn't she rounder on the right rein, Canner? Yeah. Go right. Alicia, as she continues to settle, try to challenge the boundaries, see if she's feels comfortable to come down a little bit farther. When you're ready, Allison, let's pick up a good quality trot. Use your preparation. Take your time. Good girl. Wait, it's a pony. That was the right idea. It was better than yesterday, right, Allison? Yeah. A little bit nervous with all these horses out here. Good for you. Let's just let her settle again. Get her thinking about that stretchiness in her top line so that she doesn't have that tension in her back. Little playfulness, and get her reaching down. Good job, Alicia. A little crossing the diagonal. Oh, that's good. Good, Alicia. Good for you. That's better stretchiness. Allison, could you halter yet? Why not? Could you halter? Careful that you don't get her backwards. You want to think that stretchiness. Good girl. And when you're ready, prepare canter and canter. Good job. Good job. And that nice little friendly releasing that we practiced yesterday. Pet her right, pet her left, pet her right, pet her left. Yep, good energy forward, good uphill balance. We like that. Good for you. Just quiet. You can see that this mare has a tremendous amount of power behind. She really wants to have a highly uphill canter with a lot of thrust. Good for you. Nice job, Allison. So this horse is in the moment demonstrating sort of some of the things that we would be aiming more towards for our second level work. A good quality bend in her body, not always consistent in her head and neck, but we're still working on that. This horse is starting with some self-carriage, which you can see Allison demonstrating with those little releases that we're using. We call those uber striken, so that she can find her balance and not rely on the reins or lean on the reins for her pushing herself back onto her hind legs. Good job, Allison. When you're ready to trot, go ahead and trot. Whoa. Okay, I'm holding you to a higher standard than that. The pony can get away with that. You cannot. Go back to canter, and we're going to do a better prepared downward transition to trot. Good girl. Get her stretchy. Pet her. Good. Soften your outside rein. Let her be there. And when you're ready, back down to trot. Whoop! The dirt got her. You got energy for one more up there? You stay stretchy tall. Remember what we talked about yesterday about your wells? Remember your well? Can you find your well? Good job, Alicia. Good job, Alicia. And a canter, Allison. And as soon as you get some balance, let's go back to the trot. Stretchy neck. Good, easy. Stretchy. Don't get your reins too short. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. Good, and now you stretch tall and you think tuck, tuck. Stay stretchy and trot. Much better. Good job. Praise her. And a walk transition. And Alicia, you want to come down this way? Good for you. So Alicia demonstrated today what sometimes happens when you get in front of a bunch of people at a horse show and the horse gets a little bit nervous. So you use your tools of bending and some transitions to help her get more relaxed by getting her focus on you better. And now she's starting to come back down to normal, right? Yeah, good for you. So let's do a couple trot walk transitions. You stay tall. Think those half steps under. Balance. And walk, leg to hand, leg to hand, leg to hand. Good for you. And when you're ready, another trot transition. She says she wants a stretchy circle. Good for you. Nice relaxation in her body through that trot transition. Good for you. Let's stay tall in your body. Right. Right. Good for you. Keep her balanced. Let's go straight and let's do one serpentine with willow. Straight ahead. You're going to do 1 3-loop serpentine. Thinking about her balance, thinking about her energy. I know she's getting a little tired. It's okay. So think about your uphillness. Think about your bend. Your body stays back in the well. Good for you. Even bend from left to right. Accurate in your serpentines. Good for you. Bending. Good for you. Good for you. And a walk and praise her. Good job. So due to time constraints, because everybody's bus is leaving, I think we're going to have to call that a day today, but I hope being able to watch these cobs and ponies and halfies go around doing sort of training level, first level kind of work gave you the basic idea of what we need for our lower levels of dressage. From here, we would start building on that collection. We didn't quite get to lateral work today, but we'd build that lateral work into some of the other movements that we see higher up in the levels, the half passes and the pirouettes. We saw a little bit of work on self-carriage with Allison's horse in the canter particularly. We worked a little bit on bending with both of these ladies for her to increase her suppleness, for her to encourage relaxation in her back when she was still a little bit anxious. I think we have to move on to Cardi's second ride. Yeah, so sorry. Good, anybody have any questions? You guys can pat your horses. Oh, yep. pray a lot and eat your Wheaties. No, just kidding. The question was, how do you help a horse that has a little bit of a lack of impulsion? The first thing is obviously fitness. The fitter the horse is, the better impulsion you have. And that's a big piece of Cardi's program because like I said earlier, that's probably Cardi's biggest challenge is that he's not a high energy, nervous sort of dude. He's a pretty chill guy and he'd kind of like to sleep rather than come out here and do Grand Prix. So his program is a lot of galloping in the summer and the spring so that he is uber fit when he goes down the center line. He's just got to be a big bundle of fitness and energy or else we kind of run out of gas. Increasing impulsion too, a lot of transitions where you balance them back on their hind legs. And then the most important part, especially in the transition idea, is something we call leg lessons. And for me, that's you changing the lifestyle and requiring that they answer a nice light aid. Because if you can train them to answer the nice, light, friendly leg, then you create the illusion of impulsion, right? If they answer that leg with a yes ma'am, would you like a backflip with that, then they appear to have more forward energy. If you're flailing around up there kicking like a pony clubber, then they have no energy and you're still kicking. Does that make sense? So the smaller answer is get it really tuned up to your leg, friendly leg, follow it up with the whip. And beyond that, fitness, fitness, fitness. A lot of fitness. It needs to be so fit it can hardly stand still.